Welcome, I'm Martin Tietz. I'm going to show you the powerful, rich controls of Team Developer and how you can easily link these controls to data sources. Also, how to create stunning desktop and browser-based applications. And of course, give you some examples. Team Developer includes powerful and very rich controls. So you don't have to go and buy additional components just to get your job done. Using Team Developer, it is very easy to create very rich user interfaces. For example, a grid window like this one here that has a button column, and the button column has a leading image that has picture columns that have exploding images if you move the cursor over them. You have URL columns, you have drop-down boxes, and a number of other things that are not being used in this grid here. Team Developer lets you include latest technology WPF controls like in this application, where I can enter an address and then Google Maps will display the map of the location I entered right in my application. And we are firing that off to Google right after typing each character. So very rich and powerful features. Another example for very powerful controls is this Outlook control called a page navigator that lets you create Outlook-like navigation in your applications. Basically, you can include tree controls. You have the different panes here. You can move them down, click on each of these, get all contacts, get all invoices, for example, in this application. And it is very easy in Team Developer to use all these very rich controls to create stunning, rich applications. You can use a number of gauges to create financial dashboards for your management so they can easily understand where your company stands financial-wise, for example. One of Team Developer 6.0.NET's unique features is that it allows you to deploy one code line to desktop as well as browser applications. There is not a single line of code that needs to change. I am a business application developer and I have created a nice company CRM and invoice management system that now runs on .NET Desktop using the Windows Presentation Foundation system. And now Team Developer 6.0 lets me, of course, use this application, do all the things that I have implemented here in my nice application. But the thing I want to do now is to bring this application without one single line of code change into the browser, to deploy it as a WPF browser application. To do so, let me just close this running application, and here you see the IDE with the source code of the application. And now all I need to do is in build settings change the target build type from desktop to browser expat. And then for browser deployment I just change the version code here, so it really works when I deploy it to the browser. And now I go to the project menu and click the publish menu item. Now this dialog lets me publish this application that has been previously running as a .NET desktop application as a browser-based WPF application. So what I need to provide here is, if this is a remote server, the IIS server name, username and password. Since it is not remote for my configuration here, I can leave that empty. The deployment directory is below inetpub, and I want to create a general default web page which this web page users can use to execute this application. And I'm providing a certification file with a password that users can load and execute to grant access to that application. Now let's publish this application to my local IIS server. Now all the files, including all class libraries, DLLs, get copied to IIS, and it worked. Now I can open my Internet Explorer and launch this application from Internet Explorer. The URL is localhost. Let me just open the index file that shows the user interface out in the cloud that users see when they want to run this application. So basically now from here you just have one button, run this application, and that's what I'm going to do now. I run this application, and now Internet Explorer examines the application, downloads all the necessary things to my machine, and then executes this application. Since this is the first time after publishing, it needs some time to download everything, but once everything is downloaded and the application isn't changed, the local version of the application will execute immediately. So here we are. The same application that I initially showed you on Windows Desktop is now running in Internet Explorer 8 from this URL here. It has been downloaded and is executing in the browser, and I have exactly the same features as with my desktop application. I can open the employee tabs here. I can change to invoices, see the paid and open invoices, and you see that you can use images and colors and grids, see all the contacts of this company. So the exact same user interface is available for a browser application. Team Developer integrates very well into existing .NET worlds. You can integrate existing .NET investments into your Team Developer applications, and you can leverage Team Developer investments from other .NET languages like C#. Team Developer is a member of the .NET family and fully integrates into .NET. You can call .NET classes from the Microsoft .NET framework or own developed classes that have been custom developed using C#, Visual Basic .NET or other .NET languages. And you can also provide .NET business logic created with Team Developer and give that to your C# developers to leverage the TD code that has been created. This application shows another way of integration with .NET. Actually, what you see here is a Google Maps application that uses a WPF.NET control that displays the Google map, and in that little text box here you can enter address data. I just enter airport codes, so you can, for Sacramento for example, no, SMF I think is Sacramento International Airport, Munich, and you see the control quickly grabs the mapping information from Google and displays it in that Google control. Another way of powerful .NET integration for you in Team Developer. The nice thing of .NET is that all things created on .NET can interact with each other. IT departments might be using C# to create low-level, very technical solutions that deliver enterprise integration, provide web services to applications that use Windows Communication Foundations for enterprise-wide communication. The web group might be using ASP.NET to deliver powerful web pages. Functional departments can create specific business software using Team Developer. And of course, Team Developer can call all the specific system level programming that the IT department has created in C#. Off-the-shelf solutions like SAP and Oracle Financials also provide interfaces that you can leverage from .NET. If you are an ISV that is creating standard solutions for branches or industries, you will benefit a lot from Team Developer's power to quickly deliver solutions, and also the ability to quickly deliver additional customer requirements. Team Developer gives you the power to be successful in the software industry. To summarize, Team Developer lets business professionals quickly create powerful business applications.